This is Ashley Jones coming at you with the new live stream video. I know it's been a long time since I posted, and I sincerely apologize. Just with everything going on in my own and my family's life, things have just been crazy for the last couple months. I'm sure everybody here can agree that with the Eaton fire and also the Palisades fire, depending on, where you're from and everything. I know people watching have known somebody who have lost their homes or even lost theirs. So, give you a quick wrap up of what it was like, kind of, is I myself knew a little over 30 people that lost their home. So, it has not been the easiest thing to go through that. As well as just a couple personal things happening. It's been, yeah. So, otherwise, I wanted to say if anybody wants to comment on how they're doing or share any insights or some prayer requests, you can go ahead and do that. I will definitely take a look. So, I would like to update my YouTube channel and these videos by saying, as some people know already, our Disneyland Special Needs Group is going to have a meetup on July 17th, not July 4th like it has been, but July 17th for Disneyland's big 70th anniversary. And now the new meetup area is actually going to be at Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln for historical significance. Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln is undergoing through a very big renovation to also put in an audio animatronic Walt Disney. So it's going to be a Walt Disney and an Abraham Lincoln show. Some people are saying that Walt Disney would not want himself in this. Some people are saying that Walt Disney would be angry at this transformation. Hi, I see everybody on here saying hi, so hi everybody. And if anybody has any questions so far about what's happening with Disneyland, let me know, because I'll do my best to answer as many questions as I can. So, with the one thing that I'm going to say is, so, like I said, July 17th, we will meet in front of Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. Please have already paid for your Disneyland ticket or Magic Key or whatever you're going to have with you, as well as your food and drinks. Also, make sure you have a reservation, or you're not going to get in the park. I know, people are still going, oh, when is Disneyland going to get rid of their reservations? I can kind of say probably never. I know. I kind of wish Disneyland would get rid of their reservations too. Who's with me on that? I know, it's been a real hard time for everybody with the reservation system calendar. But you can still get Disneyland reservations up to 60 days in advance. And make sure also when you're booking your Disneyland reservation, I think it's up to 30 or 60 days for dining. It gets very confusing since they changed it. But when you go do your reservations for everything, our meetup group will decide whether we would like to do just a table service dining, which we usually do, or we try to get in for one reservation. Right now, Country Bear Barbecue Jamboree is really good down there where Hungry Bear Restaurant used to be. I would say the other one, if it's going to be done by that point, Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe is really, really good, but we'll see if it will be done by then. The other thing I would say that everybody would probably love is the Alien Pizza Planet in Tomorrowland. It's really, really good. I enjoy it. I know some people do and some people don't. It's just a opinion about your tastes. The other thing that's really, really good on Main Street, USA at Disneyland is Coca-Cola Refreshment Corner. They have mac and cheese hot dogs, regular hot dogs, chili dogs, you name it. They have great food. So I really, really hope that you guys like this so far. I see more people saying hi. Hi. Um, so yeah, for those who can sign up, look me up on Facebook, Ashley Jones, Disneylanders with Special Needs Meetup Group. There'll be a link on Facebook, and the date again will be July 17th. And our meetup group will meet at 9 o'clock at Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. Everybody can stay as long as they want to together. Most people to make it to 9 o'clock. You know, that's what I kind of say is usually the end time, because a lot of people start getting tired and they want to go back to the hotel or go home. I do also want to say, for anybody who's looking for a hotel, if you go on to hotels.com, you have an option of paying when you want to or paying at the property. Which paying at the property would mean that you can pay it when you're there. You don't have to pay it right away if you are not able to. And to be honest, that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting till I have all my money saved up to pay for the hotel at the property. I know it's not always an easy feat, but if you do budget to it, it gets pretty easy. I'm staying at the Best Western next to Denny's on Harbor Boulevard, and the price I know is going to differ by now, but if you do hurry up and choose the pay by property thing or pay at property, right now it costs $349. But that can change in a heartbeat. So hurry while you can. I don't know how many more rooms they have left. I think last time I saw that they had about 12 rooms left. So they're going to go by fast. So does anybody have any questions right now before I continue? If so, please post your comments. I would definitely like to help if I can. So, now with everything happening, Disneyland is also making it a little bit harder for some attractions to be open during this time. It is... Sorry for the snap you heard in the video. It was a clipboard. So, sorry about that. That was kind of scary. It sounded like a mousetrap. But anyway, yeah, you see how kind of crazy things are? Well, the other thing we all need to know is making sure at Disneyland about safety. It will be summer. It will probably be hot. And most likely you will be having to do all the necessary precautions. Sunscreen, hats, water, making sure your face and your nose definitely are covered with sunscreen, and also making sure that you wear comfortable footwear and socks. Do not go to the theme park in sandals, flip-flops, any of those things. Your feet are going to say, oh my gosh, like your feet are going to be on fire and they're going to hurt. And you'll have blisters until, who knows when. It will not be fun to have blisters when you go to Disneyland. Who's been there, done that? Um, I had a blister a couple months ago because my shoes got wet. So thanks to that, I got like pretty much a water blister. So if it does start having humid rain at Disneyland, be prepared to bring an extra pair of socks to Disneyland, and also understand that you will want to carry a little plastic baggie just in case your socks get soaked. You don't want to put your smelly socks in just your backpack. That will cause it to reek. So, yeah. Also, making sure if you take motion sickness medication that you bring that, because some of the rides can cause some people to get motion sickness. I personally don't always suffer from it, but like you'll see me using not escalators that much because there's not really too many at Disneyland, but Universal, I can't go on those. They make me physically sicker than a dog. But at Disneyland, I always make sure I ask for the ADA line so that way I can use the ramp or an elevator if they have it. I'm not very good at stairs. Who's with me? I have bad balance and bad coordination, as well as not being able to see very well. So stairs are not my friend. I understand completely due to my autism if you all have trouble too getting around a theme park. It's not always the easiest. And there's a lot of things that most people don't understand because, yeah, it's no easy picnic to get around Disneyland. We all know that. Just be careful when you go to the parks. Make sure that you have the park mapped out and make sure that you know what you're doing so that there's no issue with anything. What else? Also, we would like to tell you, yes, Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, like I said, is going to look completely different next time we go. Because now it's going to be Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln along with Walt's story. And they're going to be talking about Walt Disney and having an audio animatronic Walt Disney. And I'm kind of for it, kind of like, okay, what's going to happen? It's going to look kind of a little bit scary, maybe. Because, yeah, seeing something like that, okay. Walt Disney was so unique, it might be kind of hard to match his features. Just like Abraham Lincoln, it wasn't easy to get all of his features done. Because, of course, Abraham Lincoln was a very unique-looking president. Nobody else looks like him. We all know now that we believe President Lincoln had some facial deformities that might have made his features the way they were. And we believe he had something called Manfred syndrome. And I need to research more on that, but it's very interesting now that we kind of know President Lincoln, tried to look, he wasn't the ugliest president, folks. Not by any chance. That's for sure. So I think out of respect for President Lincoln and his birthday being tomorrow, I would like to say I hope people start looking at President Lincoln in a much better light. Because there will never ever be another President Lincoln ever again. Who agrees with me? And I know that, we wish we could have something like him again. He was very strong-willed and very, very good at what he did. And he kept his promises. It was very interesting. I'm also in view of being excited for Toy Story 5 next year coming out. I know a lot of people are excited for that. So what else? Sorry for the lighting glare in here. It's kind of weird. It's getting cloudy and then sunny as time goes on. And yes, I did get another question the other day again to explain why my eyes are a little bit off when I'm looking at people. I have what's called strabismus, and it's especially in my left eye, but it's in both. And it causes my eyes to be lazy. So literally, my eyes are not very strong. The muscles are weak, and they make it so that I cannot put my eyes into the center the way they're supposed to be. And yeah, I don't really feel offended if I answer the questions, but the one thing I never ever tolerate on this or my trips to Disneyland or Knott's Berry Farm is bullying. If I see anybody hurting somebody emotionally or physically at one of the trips, you will be told to stop. And if I have to say it again, that will be it. That person would be told, okay, time to go. You've lost your privilege. And yes, there are rules set in place in every, meetup group because there's so much going on with groups that, are not very kind to each other. And there's always confrontations. So we want to minimize those problems as much as we can because I really don't want any problems, and neither do any of the cast members at Disneyland. They face enough. They face problems every day at the happiest place on earth. So please, do what you can. If you see somebody in need or see somebody that is having a hard day, please go be supportive of that person the best you can. So anyway, my last kind of thing I want to say on this one is for anybody that also goes on to the trip, make sure that your money also covers any souvenirs you may want, your food, and the whole enchilada. Because it's very, very imperative to go with a good mindset for what you're going to spend. If you have a goal, put it down because you never know how your goal is going to pan out, but you always have to try. I know on occasion I've accidentally gone over budget because something went up and I didn't realize it, or something even kind of went down because I was wrong on the discount. So a couple times I got lucky. But making sure kind of in a ballpark what you want to spend, making sure that you kind of know what you're doing before you purchase. Please make sure, because better safe than sorry. You never know. So anyway, that was really good. If anybody has any questions, let me know if you need to ask anything. So have a good day. Bye. Almost 20 minutes.